Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin from MetalBay.net. I'm here with Fiends at Feast from Santa Cruz, California. How are you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good. Good. All right. Fantastic.
So, a lot of you might not know who Fiends at Feast is, but they are the up-and-comers in the Santa Cruz metal community. They sell out all kinds of shows around here. They're just about to drop an EP, and they're getting pretty big pretty quick. So, for those of the people out there who don't know anything about Fiends at Feast or the Santa Cruz metal community in general, how would you guys explain yourselves? Whoever wants to take it.
Who wants to take it?
Well, sound-wise, I would describe us as the perfect hybrid between black metal and death metal, though I use that word perfect loosely because, I mean, no one's really perfect. But that's, I think when I think of everybody and everyone's interest in the band, I think that's what we're going for most of the time.
Agree.
I think we take a pretty healthy mix from, kind of old school death metal. We have a nice healthy dose of black metal in there too, and we really try to lean more towards the extreme side of the metal scene. But we definitely try to touch, wherever we feel comfortable, and playing definitely what sounds good in our genre. And
I think they covered it, actually.
Being that you guys are from Santa Cruz, how is it being from an area that produces metal bands that are more along the lines of like Brain Drill or Decrepit Birth or even a Band of Orcs for that matter? How is it fitting in with that, or trying not to fit in, or what is your guys' relation with that?
Well, myself, I can only say that. I mean, I don't feel like we necessarily fit with that, but I like to consider, as a person like myself, be true to myself and do what I like to do, and not have to see it as a something that is gonna either affect or benefit of the band. Because, as David said, we come out with our own style and different approach, rather than try to follow a certain thing. So, and that's important for me, and as always, try to stay underground. So that's pretty much, and stay under the light. That's just my view. If anybody wants to share something.
I think in a way, being from a town that is mostly known through brutal death metal, it's been nice because it actually has provided us with space to really develop our own sound and have our own niche. Where I feel like if we were playing more along the lines of what people know Santa Cruz to be, I mean, to say that anyone knows Santa Cruz to be metal at all is a bit of a tough statement, but I mean, there is bands like Decrepit Birth and whatnot. So, like I said, it's been great in the sense that we've been able to carve out our sound, and we've had the space to do that.
Yeah, I think that's great that in the past 3 years we've been at this band. The metal scene in Santa Cruz has grown so much. And there's so much more room, there's so much more opportunity for a band to blossom that might have a little different approach, or want to be unique to their own right. There's room for that, but there's also the growing structure for the metal scene in Santa Cruz that's, it's helping things happen for everyone.
well, I mean, definitely knowing that the more trendy metal in California and the Bay Area in particular is usually technical death metal and brutal death, metalcore, and it's really nice knowing that we have our own unique sound in the area, and it's really good for us to express ourselves musically and be able to write stuff that we we like to write, not just trying to fit in with, what the popular genres are in the area. So
Well said, Trevor. We have an approach of originality. There's no genre we foresee or want to foresee. We want to go for it, and it's more of each individual in the band that brings to the table and the inspiration that comes within what brings our music together. So whether it's death metal or grindcore or extreme death metal or technical death metal or black metal, you can call it anything really, but it's originally Fiends at Feast. It's true music from Fiends. That's all I can do.
Just, I had to say this because it came to my mind, just, it kind of fits to the topic. Just fuck the scene.
Yeah, very good.
So you mentioned wanting to stay underground. Is that to say that you guys would want to stick to the do-it-yourself ethics, or if the chance of a label ever came along, depending on the circumstances, would you guys be up for working with something like that?
Yeah, definitely, we do want to get out of this town, and tour and do stuff like that. And there's, something on the works that I don't think I personally, should speak about this because it's not quite concrete, but something that we are actually looking forward to. But by staying underground, the only thing I can clearly say is kind of like stay true to ourselves rather than be, a follower to other bands. Other bands could be my inspiration, but not necessarily I'm gonna follow their footsteps and whatnot.
I agree completely with Tony. We all have our individual influences, even some bands that you would say as a collective influence, but I think I speak for everyone when I say that we don't want to sound exactly like any one band besides ourselves. And that's what we're doing this for, is to write original and unique music. And as far as being underground, well, first of all, black metal, death metal, doom, grindcore, crust, what have you, it's all underground music. There might be moments in time where you might say that these genres of music or these subgenres of music are becoming popular, but let's be honest with ourselves. None of us are playing pop music or rock music, blues, like soul. We're playing to a very niche market. And as far as that goes, I am much more interested in appealing to other people that love music as much as I do. And within the underground scene, I think you find that a lot more, and you have more of an opportunity to actually really connect with people through your music. So that's mostly what I have to say.